Hey everybody, Justin here. This week I'm trying a new camera out, so if it looks different, that's why. I've had it for a while, just haven't really used it ever, so let's see how it goes. Anyway, this week we're going to be talking about the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the differences between them, as well as how you can start utilizing the subconscious mind to make your day better, to make your life better. And I'll go into two techniques that I use all the time and go from there. As you know, I don't script this stuff. I tried to script this out and write out what I wanted to say, but I just kind of go here and here and here, and I never stay on script anyway. So, let's talk about the conscious mind. It's the one that I'm talking to right now. It's the one that has your logic, your willpower, your decision making, those things that you use every day. When you're thinking about something, you're using something called the analytical mind, which is part of the conscious mind, and a little bit part of the subconscious mind, if I'm being honest. At least in some models. There's many models to look at this. Anyway, the conscious mind, logic, willpower, decision making, that's the conscious mind. That's about, it's about 12% of your mind power, or in some models it's about 5% of the mind power, and the rest is the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is the habits, the emotions, and such. Anything automatic about you, the subconscious mind handles. Anything from suppressing traumas to beating your heart. It does a lot. And it's much, much bigger, much more powerful than the conscious mind. Like I said earlier, 5% in some models is the conscious, under 95% is the subconscious. In other models, there's 12% of the conscious mind, and subconscious is the other 88%. Whatever. Pick a model, it doesn't matter. Oh, there's also a model which is actually a picture. If you put a quarter on top of a beach ball, that's the conscious mind and subconscious mind. That's the difference. That's a good way of looking at it. The conscious mind is the one that makes decisions. It's the one that tries to fight the subconscious programming to stop eating donuts or whatever it is that you want to stop doing in your habitual mind or your subconscious. Habitual mind is, I call it sometimes. And the problem here is that they are separate but connected. When you're a normal waking conscious mind, it's difficult to influence the subconscious mind unless you do certain things that directly speak to it. And most of the day, we are in our subconscious mind. Driving, working, tying your shoes, playing with your kid. If it's something you do every day, then it's become a habit and you're working the subconscious mind. And a good way to notice this is when you're doing something and you're thinking. Like when you're driving. You drive the same way to work probably every day. But you're also thinking about things to do, the kids, said job, whatever you got going on. So who's driving the car? The subconscious mind. While the conscious mind thinks. Whenever the conscious mind is thinking or focused on thoughts, the subconscious kicks in. Or if there is a fight-flight situation, the subconscious kicks in. Like, nope, no time to think, run or fight or freeze. I think there's more now. Fight, flight, freeze, and some others. I don't know the other ones. Anyway, it's hard for the two minds to communicate, at least you do it a certain way, with hypnosis, reinforcement, yada yada. I'll get into that too. The subconscious mind, to some people and some models, holds about 50,000 bits of information at one time. The conscious mind can handle about 7 to 10, maybe 12. That's why phone numbers, that's why shopping lists, they're about 10 in number. Phone numbers, license plates, stuff like that. If you need anything at the store, more than 10 items, you're going to need a list. Because it's a lot of things for most people. Let's see. Conscious mind, subconscious mind. Let's move on. There's a few ways to communicate or get these two minds to communicate. You can do it through hypnosis, through affirmations, stuff like that. Or if you don't want to do any of that, you can use the two methods I use. I use the pendulum method and the reinforcement method. And the pendulum method I use with my necklace, right here. Because it's heavy enough to be a pendulum. And one side is a symbol of hypnosis, the other side is a little yin yang. It's a gift from a co-worker and friend. I kind of added the yin yang later on. Anyway, you can actually speak to your subconscious mind with the pendulum. You just wrap it around your offhand, pinch it between the thumb and the middle finger. Some people do the thumb and the ring finger. Pick your poison. Make sure your elbow's on the table, relaxing, like such. And you don't have to try to move the pendulum. Your subconscious mind will. Every thought, every word makes the body move a little bit. And what you do is you sit there, relax your arm, let the pendulum hang freely, and you start saying yes, 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 yes. Or you ask the subconscious in your head, what is yes? What is yes? What is yes? And typically it's going to either do a circle or back and forth. Okay, you got your yes answer. You stop the pendulum, then you ask the subconscious, what is no? Or you repeat in your mind, no, no, no. And the subconscious is going to move the pendulum in a different way. Excuse me, allergies or something. And you can do a maybe if you want, or a don't know if you want. That's up to you. Just ask, show me don't know, same thing as before. And then you can ask the subconscious yes or no questions. And I use this fairly often. Excuse me. Let's see. I use it to help find stuff. I use it to talk to my subconscious, make sure everything's going good, anything you want to work on. Did I do the things you want me to do this week? How you feeling? Yada, yada. And it's always a yes or no question. And it works. It really works. You can talk to your subconscious. You can make deals with your subconscious. That's just a way of just communicating. I think it's really cool. And some people say the pendulum is your spirit guides, you're this, you're that. Pick one, I don't care. In my model of the world, it's the subconscious, which the subconscious is or linked to source. Because it's part of the automatic world. It's something that humans don't consciously do. Like, the subconscious mind beats your heart. The subconscious mind, moves all the fluids in your system. The subconscious mind moves you when you're not thinking about it. It breathes for you too. Stuff like that. And the world does that automatically. Trees grow, the sun moves, and our bodies come from the earth. So I think that the subconscious mind is very earthy, very this realmy. And the conscious mind is kind of like the child of the subconscious mind. Like everything in the subconscious mind is pushed up to the conscious mind and is typically expressed through the ego. Like the ego frame, that subconscious mind, ego frame, how you see the world. And I'll get more into that in a different video. So I'll talk to the subconscious that way. The other way of talking, that's why I can't say on scripts. If I have a topic, I will go a little bit. Anyway, the second way I'll do it is with reinforcement. That's the best way of saying it. And the way I do this is you have to make the subconscious realize something is important. So it will show it to you. The subconscious mind filters your world all day, every day. You can't have all the information coming at you at one time. You'll go crazy. You'll fry you. So the subconscious restricts what's important. Like when you buy a new car. Either before you bought the car you wanted or after you got the car you wanted, now you see that car everywhere on the road. Before then you didn't, because that energy, that pattern, that information was not important to you. You knew there was a car there, but it wasn't like apparent, there's that model car. Things like that. And the way I did it was when me and my wife first moved into this place we're at now, we have a back alley where I play fetch with the dogs. And when I first got here, the back alley was trash. There's broken glass, there's paper, there's plastic, whatever. All recyclable stuff, if you want to be honest. And I cleared it out, got it as clean as I could. But I told my subconscious mind, point out pieces of broken glass if I miss them. Point it out, point it out, point it out. It's important, point it out. And every once in a while, when we're back there playing, I'll get a little glimmer of glass on the ground. And it could be this little piece. I mean, even smaller than that. And I say, oh, thank you. And I go pick it up and I put it in a safe location. And I do it every time I find a piece of glass. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Because your subconscious mind is doing something for you. It's fulfilling your wish. And since the subconscious mind has the maturity of a 7 to 12-year-old, that's just positive reinforcement. Who doesn't love that? But especially a 7 to 12-year-old, because that feels really good. So that's another way of changing the subconscious mind. Make it realize, or do repetition. Each time you do this, you get thanked. So over time, it does it without me having to worry about it. I go out there and it draws my attention like nothing else. Even on a day that is covered with clouds, where there's no sun for it to beam off of, I still see it. And I thank my subconscious for it. I pick it up and go. Never had a problem. You can do, a few other ways of doing that for other things, whatever you want to start doing. If you want to start avoiding or not eating crap, that's one of my problems, eating crap, like donuts and stuff. Every time I resist or I choose not to, I say, that's what I want. Thank you. That's what I want. Thank you. That's better for us. Thank you. Reinforcing the decision by giving my subconscious good feelings. And then good feelings are tied to, the choice. And that's a way of doing a little bit of hypnosis on yourself. Gather up the feelings or build up the feelings and then think about something. Or make an affirmation. And the energy or the emotion, the energy emotion carves the neural pathway more. Even hypnosis and the hypnotic trance and therapy, I'll use emotion to carve it more, to carve the neural pathways more sometimes. That's really about it, y'all. I hope you enjoyed it. The pendulum method, the reinforcement method, they both work. There's other types out there, but I've not done them long enough to really speak on them. Right now I'm playing audio things in my head, see what changes, see if it changes. And if I find another, little cup of wisdom, I'll put it out there. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. And it was kind of, sorry. I just want to share what I know because I think it's cool. And I think people who know about this and people who start to learn more about what hypnosis is and what it can do, and just learn more about your own mind. The most powerful tool on the planet, a lot of people don't care about, or a lot of people are taught that a lot of people are taught that it's not important, or it's dumb to be smart, or it's dumb to be, inquisitive. No, never stop learning. Learn something new every day. And one of the best quotes I ever heard was, I can't remember who said it, was, I never let my schooling get in the way of my education. Basic schooling is not a lot, people. It's not. It's enough to get you into the workforce. It's enough to get you into the world. But there's so much more to learn. And for me, I didn't like school. I did not like school. It was anything back then that I had to do, I automatically hated. That was just me. So I didn't like school. And anything about it was painful. Learning was painful. All of that was just, I didn't like it. And then when I got out of school and years later, I started kind of diving into what I wanted to learn. I relearned how good it felt to learn something. I associated learning with pain, but now it's fun. Now it's, energizing. If I have a deep conversation with somebody, whether it's about whatever, I walk away feeling energized instead of, great, I had to learn something. So find what you like, find what calls to you, and then just dive into it. Dive into it. And you may be surprised what you learn about the subject and yourself. I've learned so much about myself diving into this career, diving into hypnosis, into NLP, into meditation, into psychology, I'm actually reading a book now on quantum physics, and my head hurts, but in a good way. Anyway, guys, this is a long one. I'm sorry. It's about 16 minutes. Have a good one. If you want to talk to me, you want to make an appointment, go to my website, waltonhypnotherapy.com. Appointment session, sorry. You schedule a session, shoot me an email, shoot me a text. I answer those. My information is free. I want to be able to talk to people. And there's always a free phone consultation with somebody who wants to potentially be a client. I don't want you to just sign up and hope this works. Let's talk, let's have a discussion, and I'll tell you straight up if I think you're a candidate or not, or if I need a doctor's referral for something. Like if it has a medical ideology, one of those words. If it could be a medical problem or a psychological problem, I need a referral to work with you. And I can even work with your doctors to improve the treatment. Just depends on what's going on. Anyway, guys, take care. Great talking to you. See you next week.